Hello and welcome to another Near Reading cast. As always, my name's Johno and I'm joined once again by Joey. You're right, Joey. How's it going?
I'm okay, thank you.
Good. So today we have footage from the semi-final on the loser bracket side of the Oxford Regional Elimination. Yes, I think I said everything. So
the semi-final, when Johno calls, is the winner of this will play the final.
The winner of this game gets to play Sam in the final. The actual final. So
this is the only game going on right now, right? So there's a lot of people watching this. So
yes.
Shaky camera.
Not including Sam. Not including Sam. Yeah. Sorry about that.
Sam can be watching this.
I think he left. Actually, he might not be allowed to. I'm not sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. Scouting, you know.
Scouting.
So anyway, on the left we have Andrew Genesis Hines from Birmingham, and on the right hand side we've got Laurie Poulter from Brighton, and they're both. You can see they're both on their newly won mats. Very nice. Yep. I like it. Chris declined to use his in the last game. I don't know. Superstitious maybe.
Laurie blindly stalls a Gila
tries to bluff out. Yeah.
He gets. Not only does he make money off that run, he also scores a point.
So there's a quick start from Laurie trying to bluff out. It's a bit of an interesting one. You thinking maybe he hasn't got any ice? He didn't mulligan. So maybe he got a bad mandatory draw and he was thinking about pushing out.
Maybe he wanted to.
Maybe he was high.
Score it.
He was high on the success of his previous game in which he did almost that exact thing.
I like how fast and loose Laurie plays. I play similarly. Like it really is because there's a lot of cautious runners. I don't think Andrew is one of them, but you can really catch some sleep.
I know what you mean. Yeah, I wouldn't call him cautious, but he's quite. There's me. There's a guest appearance by my hand there as Andrew dropped a card from his deck, so I had to put it back. So he's checking HQ, and why not? So NAPD. So do you feel like he drew that with his mandatory? Yeah. But he didn't mulligan, so.
So no, I'm not saying that Andrew's particularly cautious, but I think there's a lot of people who are particularly cautious.
Yes. Okay.
Especially turn 1 or 2, get like, oh, this is the cards I want to play, and you can really sneak some things out.
So there's an upgrade on R&D. I'm guessing that is a Crisium. It could be a Caprice. We know that there are Caprices in this deck. Ash is a bit of a weird one for R&D, maybe.
It could be a deterrent though, because you put it there, and Andrew's going to assume it's whatever's worst for him.
Yeah, maybe that's true.
That's always a play.
Yeah.
I've spent so long when I'm playing Eater Keyhole, building up because I'm sure it's a Crisium grid, and I have to make sure I can get in there and access it and kill it because Eater is just destroyed. And it's just some random thing, but station. You just have to assume it's Crisium grid because
in case it is.
Because if you let the ice get res, then you can't access ever again.
Yeah. Okay. All right. So Laurie's a bit up a little bit. He's done a blue level and installed the remote. There's a self model on the table, so he's got to assume that Andrew can get in. He's got 9 credits.
Yeah, 9 credits. So, but that could be, as you said, we know he's running upgrades. We know he's running Bioroids, so he could.
So we get Diesel into into a legwork. Okay.
So he's already got 2 agendas. And
so he's running on click 4, so he might be able to keep him out. So it's next bronze, but self mods for a Cyber Cipher, I guess.
Maybe. Zoo maybe. It's only strength 1.
It depends what he's got, I guess. Yeah, Cyber Cipher. Okay, so it is a Zoo. Because zoos. So it seems like typically there's a lot of Cyber Cipher and prepaid cape, but you occasionally get.
You have to have another breaker as well
to cover remotes. Okay, so Vitruvius. So Andrew's very quickly got up to a 5-point lead here.
Yeah. Laurie a bit flooded early, and this could be another agenda in the remote as well. So.
Yeah, it could be. If it is, I guess he'll score it. It is. Just 1 point though. Although its autonomy is that good, yeah.
It's one of the 4 you need, right? So all the rest of his agendas are 2 pointers. Okay. So it doesn't matter if it's 1 or 2 points.
Yeah, that's true. I guess he's looking for bouncing into ABT, that kind of thing.
Yeah, and this allows him to install. This thing allows him to get 4 credits a turn and an install with his ability. Yeah. And really start solidifying the game state because he's 5 points to 1 now. So
if you're Andrew, do you start pushing R&D? You have to. You only need one agenda, right?
You've seen all the cards in hand.
You just let Laurie do what he wants to do, and you just focus on R&D. You'll get an agenda eventually. You want to find out what the upgrade is, even if you have to trash it.
Yeah. So Itchy is about the worst thing it could be right now.
Itchy on the remote, sure, that would be bad. Yes.
Or on R&D.
Sorry, R&D.
Something's going to be the hardest to get through.
We've got a clone chip into a self mod available, but yeah, I agree.
And next Silver would force that play. So if this is another agenda, Laurie has been so flooded.
Yeah, we've got a lot of agendas out fast.
And he realises they're not safe in HQ, so if you've got them, put them down. But it could easily be baiting a run. It could be Jackson, it could be Adonis, it could be Caprice.
Yeah, that's right. So, I mean...
You have to respect every single one. They're all 3 for 2.
I guess you check the remote. I mean, yeah. I feel like a pressure R&D though, to be honest.
There's a lot of people laughing. There's a lot of people watching this game.
But the thing is, I think there are... I wouldn't possibly name them, but there are perhaps some people that we know that might have commentated on these videos who were telling loud anecdotes in the background and distracting.
Yeah, I definitely heard James laughing just then.
Yeah. I didn't name anyone. Okay, so
James was laughing. He didn't have to be the...
So Diesel drew Lady, which means now that Lady's down, Kate's basically rigged up already.
Yeah.
I mean, apart from I guess an emergency clone chip into an Atman or something. So Tobu's probably one of the worst pieces of ice you could see. Zoo is your breaker.
Yeah, it's an 8 credits. It's 8 credits for Laurie to res and 8 credits straight away for Andrew to break through. So that you sort of like made the swing back up.
Yes.
In one break. Every break after that is a bonus. That's right. So
so he does pay in access a Caprice.
And no money.
No, so you can't even trash it.
That's horrible. So that's definitely a swing to Laurie.
Yeah. So he's installed in that remote and Gila. So he can money up. Do we assume it's an agenda? I guess so. It must be an agenda.
Yeah. I mean, I don't think Andrew can get in here without maybe a stim hack.
Is Laurie under defending R&D though? There's only one ice on it. I mean, you could easily like Maker's Eye now. We don't know what the ice is, but
yeah, the credits is the important thing. I mean,
that's true.
If he scores, if this isn't agenda and he scores, and then there's another turn to attack R&D, that will be a lot of R&D pressure. So
yeah.
But he doesn't have to score this agenda. He could even advance once or twice and leave it there.
So he does score the Vitruvius. I guess there's nothing worth it in his archives. He could have advanced it once or twice if he wants to try and get counters next turn, but
yeah, but also use the turn to put some more ice down onto R&D. But I mean, Andrew has money right back up, so he can easily have got back through that toll booth and gone for the Caprice side game.
So he's lucky finding he runs R&D. So what? Let me see what we're going to see. So he's not raising Caprice. So he raises the ice. He raises the ice, but not the upgrade. So
2 credits.
Yeah, so he can access. So that's it. That's game. So agendas everywhere.
Agendas everywhere.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay, so that was an incredibly fast. Incredibly fast game. But Kate, I don't know. Did Kate just get kind of lucky in that game? I mean, it was good play. Don't get me wrong. He rigged up very quickly.
For sure, yeah. I mean, he rigged up quickly, and he also he took advantage of the fact that Laurie was porous, and he got in and scored them.
That's true. He found the weaknesses and hit them. And every pull seemed to be an agenda. There are only 8 turns on each side, so.
So Laurie saw 13 cards altogether without
he might have done some manual drawing.
Yeah.
I guess he may not have. I don't think he did.
But seeing 7 points and him scoring 3, so 10 points in maybe a quarter of his deck at most. Yeah. So that's that is definitely a flood. But Andrew capitalised on that. He ran, legged worked at the right time, and
sometimes that happens. So you feel sorry for Laurie. So. But it's not all bad for Laurie. He did get knocked out. But we do know that he went on to... Now he won. Was it the Sheffield? No, it was the Edinburgh one.
When Edinburgh...
He came second in Sheffield.
Even though he came second... So he came third here. Second in Sheffield.
Yeah.
He also made the cut in Manchester.
So for new viewers, he went to every UK regional, which is bonkers.
Yeah.
But he did finally get the win.
So he got the win in Edinburgh, even though he got the bus from
Sheffield. Yeah, that's right.
Having had no sleep. And coming second the day before. So he played till like 1 a.m. the day before.
Maybe that's the secret. Maybe you don't sleep.
Don't sleep. I know. I think the secret is lots of net run out and being as good as Laurie. Like they're the.
Okay. Yes, I get
But then the craziest part is he went to Dublin the week afterwards, even though he'd already got the bye.
But that's like a holiday. That's fine. That sounds good. That sounds like a fun weekend.
Would you? Yes. Yeah, sure.
So
Laurie came third in this one, but it was part of a run of incredibly strong finishes.
Yeah. So we like Laurie, and I'm glad he got his regional win in the end actually, because he's putting so much work for it more than anyone else. So Andrew did well, and in that game and progressed to the finals to play Sam. But Joey got very bad news.
Yeah.
Bad news. Due to a technical mishap, footage of the final was lost, so we do not have any footage of the final. Fortunately, it's not all bad. I mean, for one,
Amateur setup.
I know.
What are you doing?
Yeah, I know. Don't get me started. So, Sam. So I might as well tell you, Sam won it. Sam was playing. He played NEH against Andy's Kate. And we've seen both of those decks in previous videos. So just go and watch those older videos and pretend they're against each other.
And imagine what happened.
Yeah. We even saw Sam versus Andy in the first semi-final, of course. So
confused. Keep saying Andrew for Andrew, who's playing Kate, and it's like, there's too many. That's
right. Yeah. So footage unfortunately was lost. We don't have that. But Sam did write up a very nice article on netrunners.co.uk about his experience of the day, about his regional winning decks, and he went into a lot of detail about all of his elimination games, including the final. He asked me for he sourced footage from me. He asked me for the raw footage so he could go over his games to like remind himself what happened. And even though he didn't have any footage of the final, obviously, he still wrote an incredibly detailed piece of the final. So he obviously remembered a lot of it.
So netrunners.co.uk.
Netrunners.co.uk, yeah.
Is it on the homepage or is it in the forums?
No, it was actually a post. It was actually an article on the site.
Article on the homepage. Yeah. Okay.
And it was called Silver Bullet because it was an article. It was about his regional deck lists, but it was also about Clot and about how he used Clot and played around Clot because he played a prepaid Kate that had some Clot in it, I think. And he definitely played his Corp was an NEH that had Trick of Light as anti-Clot tech. And it was a really good read, actually. It was a really interesting article. And he went into a bit of detail about all of his elimination games. So, it's a good read. As were all the articles on that fine site.
As all the articles on the fine site that is netrunners.co.uk.
Yeah, we'll give a shout to Chimps Days. Does a great service for the community. But so unfortunately we don't have footage of the final, but
that's our last game.
That is our last game from the Oxford Regional, yeah.
My last game commentating.
Well, I don't know.
You might have me back. You never know.
Yeah.
Depends how this went, right?
Yeah, that's it. We'll see how the reviews go. So,
criticism in the comments.
But the day itself was really good. I don't know about you. I mean, we both did questionable results.
Yeah, we had questionable results.
But it was a really good day. The venue was really good.
The venue was phenomenal. So close to the station. It
was across the road from the station.
Margaret Thatcher Institute for something or other. There was a big portrait of Margaret Thatcher, which was that was the most interesting. But
quite intense.
So convenient for the station and really nice.
The room was really big and light, and the tables were massive.
Once the doors opened, because it was really hot around 1-2.
Yeah, that's true.
It opened like the whole back wall just disappeared, and was a sunny day. And
it was a warm day. Yeah,
it was actually lovely. Everyone had like an individual table, like it was
the
a bit like having a lecture.
Were massive. Yeah,
I liked sitting the facing the back wall. Because if you sit on the other wall, because I still have a lot of lectures, and I felt like I was in a lecture.
Sure.
So.
So it was a really good venue actually. So I'd like to give a shout out to Philip as well, who's the TO.
He had screens up with all the results. He also had.
He put the faction breakdowns as well.
Faction breakdowns from the stop, so we saw how popular ETF was and NEH was.
Yeah.
Come back of that.
I was the only Ken on the day.
You were the only Ken on the day.
I was one of two Genteki Biotex. I didn't find out who the other one was. My soulmate.
I was one of 4 Valencias, I think, and
4 is quite a lot.
I think the other 2 that weren't Kester were playing my deck from London. Did better than
me.
There's
been a lot of sure.
That's what I'm saying.
There's been a lot of Valencias who I'm not saying they copied your ideas, but they're basically copying your ideas because obviously you did that.
I wrote an article on the deck, but I said the fact that the other 2 beats me on the day was quite impressive.
Yeah. So yes, that's the end of our Oxford regional footage, but it's been good. Hopefully our viewers have enjoyed it. Hopefully you've enjoyed it. We also our next set of videos that we're going to put up, we got a lot of footage from the Nationals.
Nationals
which is
next,
the UK Games Expo in Birmingham. So I'm currently sorting through an absurd amount of footage for that.
Well, that'll surely just be us two, right? Top table every game, right? Nationals, wasn't it, Johno? Just me and you.
Yeah.
Somehow played each other 7 times on the top table.
Yeah. So there were 150 was the official turnout for that.
It was between 150 and 170.
There were a couple of drops, I think. So yeah. Anyway, it was about 150. That was a lot of people that day.
A lot of 50, 150. 7 rounds of Swiss, down from 8 to a top 16 cut.
Yeah, they were going to do 8 rounds of Swiss. They did 7.
We still finished at 1 o'clock, even with 7 rounds to top 16.
And that was actually a really good day. And
great day,
Chimpster of netrunners.co.uk is currently putting up some videos that he took of the elimination. Yep. I got footage all day of Swiss and from one game from the Swiss rounds, from each of the Swiss rounds, and also from all the elimination games I could get my hands on.
So we're going to have cherry picked some of the rounds from Swiss, and then all the eliminations
yeah,
as well.
so
coming
I'll
up,
do some, as always. I'll do some of the Swiss rounds, the ones that were kind of half good games, and there were some celebrities as well in Birmingham, which is quite good. So we'll see some Netrunner celebrities, which I'm quite excited to see. So yeah, but obviously they'll take a bit of time to do that stuff. Actually, I guess by the time this video goes up, they'll be probably the week behind.
They are months and months away for us.
Yeah.
But for you, viewer, they are only next week.
Yeah, I have quite a large backlog for some of these things. Okay, great. So anyway, it was a really good day. So I'd like to thank Joe for his help on this video and all of the videos from the Oxford Regionals.
I'd like to thank Johno for all of this work on Neo Red and Grid and the awesome new overlays.
Yes,
which are very good.
Sure.
Please compliment them. As well as constructive criticism. Compliment the overlays because they are amazing.
And obviously, thank the venue. And thank you, viewer, for watching. Hopefully, all of the footage we've done. And we'll see you next time, whenever that may be. See you next time. Thank you.
Thank you.